Hey everybody, welcome to the studio of Carini Arts. If you don't already, join me on my other platforms. Today I'm going to talk about if the system is killing your creativity. And so this topic is sort of abstract and existential in nature, but hey, this is what we do. I come on here and I just talk about stuff. So feel free to join the conversation, leave some comments, and if there's something you want me to cover on a future topic, let me know. But diving into whether or not the system is killing your creativity. So, what I mean by that is that this was something that I started thinking about earlier in the shower. And I thought about who I was as a child and even in past years of adulthood. And as a child, I feel like I was almost a completely different person. Obviously, we grow up and we mature. I guess for me, you can't really use the word mature, but like I got big, well, not even bigger, like, but you know what I mean? Like most people mature or like go on this progression of growth in a sense. And when I was a child, I just remember, even though I felt like an outcast, I still felt like I was more part of a group. I felt more socialized. I felt like I was part of a system, and going up through school, it kind of worked for me. I had a rigid structure where I needed to be, what I needed to do, where I was supposed to go. First grade goes to second grade, goes to third grade, goes to fourth. Everything had a path, and you knew what you were supposed to do next. And you knew, or you thought you knew, because they told you what you were supposed to do. Now, they would tell you, oh, yeah, be creative. And they would, in a sense, kind of nurture the arts and your idea to be an artist. But they would also talk about the practicality. And so you think, oh, well, okay, I want to do that, but I really can't. And all these other people didn't do it. So I kind of need to just do this. And I need to go off to college next. And then I need to get a job. And then I need to buy this. And then by this age, I'm supposed to have a family. And I'm at this age, I'm supposed to do this. And why? Why are you supposed to do that? Because they tell you to? Because the people that have come before you, that was the road that was taken. And so I'm a big believer in the road less traveled, but for a long time I was on the road that was traveled. And I realized that by taking the road that others have taken, I was only going to get where they have been. And if I wanted to go off and do things that people haven't done, I was going to have to be a bit of a trailblazer to create my own path and to do things that went against the grain. So I went off to college and I was even more structured there because I was paying for it myself. So I go to class, I followed all the protocols of what I was supposed to do to get to the next stage. So we do all these things to get to the next stage, but we often don't think beyond that. It's just to get to the next stage. Why are you doing something? Because that's the thing that you're supposed to do so that you can get here, so that you can get here. But why? Why? What's the real reason of why you are doing that? Are you moving in the direction of becoming your truest self? Are you pursuing your calling, the thing that your soul tells you that you were put on this earth to do? And in most cases, for most people, and this isn't a judgment or a criticism, but the answer is no. And I think that if most people are honest with themselves, they will say no too. And finished college, went off, did all the things I was supposed to be doing, and I felt like I was going backwards. And even though I was holding on to my dream, I still felt like I was going backwards. But I think that part of it was that I had still managed to hold on to my dream, because I'm a big believer that we are all born artists. Most of us just have it conditioned out of us by life and the circumstances of life. And I had held on to that. So I always had like this needle in my shoe or like under the bed, type of thing that was always just poking me, poking me. And it let me know that I wasn't doing what I was put on this earth to do. So I always felt this nagging sense of being incomplete. And so I was angry and agitated. And it was because of the fact that I was not doing what I was put here to do. And it was only after breaking free from the system and taking the road less traveled, the difficult road, the hard road, the impossible road, that I actually was able to find peace with myself. And I realized that, looking back, that even at the times the system appeared to be encouraging and nurturing me, it really wasn't. It was just trying to get me to go along, to get along, to do and be who they wanted me to be. And is that who you want to be? And is that what you want to do? So we're coming up on 5 minutes. I'm trying to keep these short, so I think I'll leave it at that. You can leave your questions, your comments. You can let me know what topics you want me to cover. But if you like my talks, please feel free to share them, because I'd really love to grow on YouTube. I kind of suck here, but I'm trying to suck a little bit less here. And then I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, all the other platforms. So Join me there if you haven't already, and feel free to share my words with somebody that may need to hear them. Have a good day. See you next time.